Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to do a full face with products that I have received from Boxycharm, and I'm even trying to use all brushes that I have received through the subscription box. So I think I have everything except for eye primer. I am going to use a Gerard Cosmetics canvas. It's called something canvas, which I really do love, and this is the one that I have been using lately. And I think this is the only product that, and maybe the lip liner. And I have received lip liners from them before, but I couldn't find them. I know I got rid of a couple of them because they were really dry. But anyway, most of the products are from Boxycharm, and the powder. And I have received powders from them, but I have so many powders that I really gave them away. So I'm using something that is not from, this is something actually that I like and I haven't used in a long time. My Wow powder. So I'm going to go ahead and use that today. So let's begin with foundation. I already used a primer that I did receive in Boxycharm, and that is the Cover FX. And this is the blurring primer, and I really do enjoy this primer because it does help with your, I didn't put the cap back on correctly. It does help blur your pores, so I did use that, and I did it like about a minute ago. I like for it to set a little bit before I start with my foundation. And the two foundations that I currently have that I received from Boxycharm are the Kosas, which I don't want to use that one today because this is very light coverage and I want to do other videos today, so I want something with a little more coverage. So I'm going to use the Curology BB cream, and I really do enjoy this one. This one has an SPF of 30. I don't think the Kosas has any SPF, no. So, but I really do enjoy this one. Has very nice coverage, and yeah, I like it. I've used it quite a few times actually. So I'm going to start with this brush right here, and this is from Alamar Cosmetics, and we did get this in Boxycharm, and I'm just going to put a little bit of it on the brush, and I am going to start putting it all over my face. This thing that you see here, that's a chemical burn. I was putting on some Retin A the other day, and I was watching TV while I was doing my skincare, and without even thinking about it, I went into my neck and chest area, and I tried to remove as much as I could because I'm very, very sensitive in that area. My face can take just about anything, but I haven't been able to really get this area over here used to taking these stronger skincare. And I even put CDB oil over it, but guess what? I still burn myself. So now I'm trying to baby it so that, you know, it doesn't look so bad, but it is taking a little bit of, it's actually now stopped burning. So I think we are going in the right direction. Okay, I just applied a little bit more in the areas where I have my hyperpigmentation. And I'm just going to try to pat, oh, wrong brush. Try to pat it there instead of swiping it so that I can get a little more coverage in that one area. I'm going to move you up a little bit so that you can see a little better. There you go. All right. This is a really nice BB cream. I mean, it gives you decent coverage. It's not full coverage. I would say it's more like a medium, light medium, depending on how much you put it on. I mean, I only put one, you know, one coat, and then I just added a little bit here on my cheeks. But I think that it really gives you nice coverage. I think that if you don't have hyperpigmentation, this will be beautiful. Okay, now the concealer that I'm going to use is a Dose of Colors. And this one, I did choose the shade, Cubanism, Spanglish, I don't know what you want to call it. The shade, but it's a very light shade. And it's funny, I was watching one of my friend's videos yesterday, and she was talking about a concealer, and they were giving instructions how to use it, and they said to use it like in the inner corner. She goes, who uses concealer there? And I'm thinking, just wait till you get older. you'd be using concealer there. Yeah, that little cavern right there gets so dark. This has pretty good coverage, and it is, you know, I would say a full coverage concealer. But you can still see my dark circles are so serious lately. So I'm going to apply just a tiny bit right in the area where I can still see it. And I'm going to go over it with my finger. That seems to give me the fullest coverage right where I need it. I don't want to go any higher than that because my fine lines, they definitely will just settle there. So I mainly want to go in right where I have the dark areas. Okay, and then I'm going to just powder lightly. And this has like a little sifter. And I haven't used this in a long time. This is one of the first powders that I purchased when I started doing YouTube videos. And now I remember why I don't use it that often, because it's heavily scented. And not that I mind scent, but I don't like this scent. So I'm going to use this brush right here to lightly just powder the rest of my face, just very lightly. Okay, as far as bronzer and everything else, we did receive this from Boxycharm, and this is from Cover FX, and I've had this for a while, and this is very pretty. This is a very pretty you know, just face palette, but I think I want to use individual products. So we also received the Too Faced bronzer, and this has like a little bit of glow. I don't know if you can see it. And this is a chocolate gold. And I'm going to use this Alamar brush that is a little slanted. And it's a beautiful blush. Can you, I mean, a bronzer. Can you see that? You really can't see any kind of glitter or anything on your face, but it gives you a very soft and glowy, you know, it's not matte. I don't want to say glowy because it's not really not glowy. Go back in there. I hate that. I can't believe I did that. And I don't want to put concealer because I don't think that's going to help it. So I'll just hide it, or try to anyway. Yeah, I really always try to be very conscious of what I put on my neck and chest area, but that's what happens when you're distracted. We did get an Hourglass blush, and this one is in Diffused Heat, and it's very pretty. And we are going to apply that with this blush right here. I mean brush right here. Brush. I love the Hourglass blushes. They're so pretty. I think they're beautiful. I like their highlighter and their ambient powders. They're gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to leave the highlighter for when I am done putting makeup on. My eye makeup. Okay, so as far as my eye primer, I'm going to use the Gerard Cosmetics, the Clean Canvas, I believe is what it's called. And you just need, as you can see, it's as thick as a concealer. And I mean, I can turn this upside down and it's not going to drip. You just need a very tiny bit. And this cancels out any kind of discoloration you may have on your lids. Similar to the ABH, but I think I like this better. I think this is a little more hydrating than the ABH. I don't know, I really enjoy it. I enjoy using this. And I'm going to grab a little bit of the powder and just kind of dust it over my eyelids. Okay, and the palette that I am going to use today is going to be the one that I received this month, which is the Natasha Denona one. And this is a special palette that they created for Boxycharm. And this is so pretty. It is really, really beautiful. And I haven't tried it. I haven't swatched it. And this one is called Peak. And I didn't unbox my Boxycharm this month because it was a mess. We were getting a lot of rain because of the storm. I'm going to start with this shade right here. Because of the storm that we were getting, Etta, I think it was the name. And this came through UPS, and UPS left my package, in an area where it got soaked. So the box was destroyed by the time I found it, and I am glad that the products were fine. Nothing inside was damaged. But I decided instead of doing an unboxing, I would just do this video just using different products that I received from Boxycharm. And this was the most exciting thing that was in my box. I received a Yansa mask, I believe it was. I also received some kind of, I don't know if it was an essence or something. But I mean, this was like the highlight of the box. And I don't know how they chose who gets the box. Because they said they only had 1 million boxes. They have like 3 million subscribers. And, you know, I don't know, not everybody got it, which I think is kind of sad. I'm sure this would have been something that everybody would have liked to have received. Okay, now I'm going to go with the darker shade, this one right here. And I'm going to take a smaller brush. This was the one I used. And I'm going to use the smaller one now to kind of concentrate the darker color right underneath that one. Like right on the crease instead of above the crease. This is very pretty, by the way. And the formula seems to be very, very nice. I really don't have any fallout. It's a little powdery in the pan, but that's okay. As long as I don't have the fallout on my face, I can deal with the powdery in the pan. That's pretty. I'm just picking up the powder that I dropped on the pan to use on this eye. Okay, I'm going to take the first brush and kind of go over the top, and I'm going to use this right now. I don't have any additional product. I just want to blend. Okay, I'm going to take this beautiful shade right here. This is what it looks like. Very pretty. And I am going to put it on my lid. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. That is really pretty. We also received a lot of eyeliners, but you know guys, I don't really wear eyeliners all the time. So I am not going to wear one today. That is pretty. That is a beautiful shade. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Right, I'm going to take this shade right here and put it on my brow bone. I haven't done my brows yet. And when I'm doing makeup, normally I don't do my brows until I'm done with my makeup. I'm going to take another small brush and I'm going to use the brown, and that is in the middle. And I'm going to place it right here. Gonna take the brush that I used with this one right here with a darker orangey color, and I'm going to go back and bring a little bit of that color back. Showing my boo-boo is showing. Okay, then I'm going to take the first brush that had the light peachy color, and I'm going to go around the edge again. Just lightly dip it in the color. Okay, I'm going to take a pencil brush and go into the brown and use it on my lower lash line. And I'm going to connect it to the top. Okay, I'm going to take a clean brush, and I really don't have anything down there, but just in case. Alright, so now I'm going to do my brows. So I think that's all I'm going to do on my eyes. And this is so pretty, and I mean, you can just do this one and create a really pretty, oh, you know what, I forgot to do my inner, and I'm going to just use the matte one just to brighten up my inner corner. It doesn't always have to be shimmer. I got a little bit of powder there. Alright, so for my brows, I'm going to use this Iconic London. And this is, I really don't use this kind of products very often. And this is, we received this in Boxycharm a while back. And I just opened it recently. Well, reopened it recently. And hopefully it's not dry. We'll find out. It has two colors, a dark brown and the black. I'm going to use a dark brown. And I'm going to be very, very careful because this can go very Groucho Marx very quickly. Oh, there we go. I thought it was drying out, but I think I was so afraid of going in that I barely touched the product. See, even the dark brown, I'm just going to put a little bit on the tip and just kind of go to the front here. Oops. Pencil to me is so much easier than this. But this does do a good job, actually. But I just think a pencil is much faster, at least for me. And especially when I go down here. Yeah. And this has a little spoolie, but I think I brought a spoolie. I don't see it, so I guess we will use a spoolie on here, which is very tiny. Alright, the other one. Okay, as far as mascara, I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Lash Primer. And we have received several different mascaras from them, but I'm going to use the It Superhero, which is the one that I have liked the most. This primer is amazing. This is the best eyelash primer I have ever used. It's so good. So eyelashes at the end there. They always want to go in the wrong direction. Okay. So all I have, because I use a full size, is the I have a deluxe size. This is such a good mascara. You really don't even need a primer with this mascara. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit on my lower lashes, bottom lashes. All right, I was going to use, I pulled out a note for highlighter, but I don't believe I got that through Boxycharm. I think that was Ipsy. So I'm going to use the highlighter from my Cover FX. And let's see which color I want to use. They're so similar. I think I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to use this brush. This is kind of pinky. I'm going to take my powder brush and kind of just go over everything. And this has like a finishing powder, but I think, no, it looks okay. Let's see. I just don't want to make everything like super glowy. The Cover FX palette has like a finishing powder. Oh, I think it's okay. That one, this one right here. Okay, so now for lips. We have received a lot of different lipsticks and lip liners. Most of the lip liners that I have received through Boxycharm I really have not been crazy about. Now we did get this this Jouer, and this one, let me see if it goes with the lipstick that I want to put on. If not, then I'll use I'm gonna use a ColourPop, and the lipstick that I'm going to use is from Becca, and we received this one. It's been a few months already, but it is a pretty one. It's actually a color that I like, and this lipstick or lip liner by ColourPop is in the shade Shock Clock. I use this one a lot. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna look, but we're gonna try this Jouer lip liner. Going to use it on the inside of the lip. Oh, I almost went outside the lip. It's kind of like a frosty lip liner, which to me is so different. I've never seen, look, I've never seen this kind of formula for a lip liner before. Can you see it? It's like frosty. It looks pretty as a lip gloss, if you fill your lips. And we're going to take the Becca, this is in the shade, I will put it right here. So that looks nice. It's almost the same shade actually. I like it. This is a very nice lipstick. It's creamy. It lasts on your lips, you know, quite a long time for being a bullet lipstick. I think it does a great job. So this is my full face with all of the products that I have, some of the products, not all the products, that I have received from Boxycharm. Now there have been some palettes, there have been some powders, and like I said, not that I didn't like them, but I have so many powders that I didn't want to keep just one more powder. So I have passed it on. Quite a few of the palettes I've passed on, but these are the ones that I have kept that I really, really do love. I love this palette. What an easy, fast look to create, right? And I really think it's a pretty look. I love this. I love those shades. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And let me know if you did. Did you receive the Natasha Denona palette in your Boxycharm? If you get Boxycharm, I hope you did. Let me move you back, scoot you back. I hope that you did, because I know that not everybody did. And I have watched a couple of unboxings that the creators did not receive it. And it was one of those things, I didn't even get a card in my Boxycharm this month, but it was a mess. My Boxycharm was a total mess. So anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this look. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye. Mwah.